Here's this one. Y is greater than 3/4 x plus 1, and then x is less than 3. You guys try this one out. Try this one out, then we'll go over it. All right, so black and white on this one. X is less than 3. I'll start with that one just because it's the easier of the two. And so remember, if you compare this with x equals 3 and made a table out of these values, the only value of x that will make that true ever is 3, right? So you got to make sure your x values are always 3. But the y values don't matter on this, right? So you could say 10, 0, negative 10, 5. Doesn't matter. X is 3. So that'd be your x-intercept there, and then all the other points that we put on there. So it doesn't matter which ones you choose, and hopefully you remember now that when you get an x equals equation, then it's a straight up and down line. It has no y-intercept either. Now this line though, it's not equal to 3, which means that it's going to be a dashed line, right? So let's see if we can, well, kind of wavy right there, but again, I just don't feel ashamed about that. So let's make it a dash line though, okay? So some dashiness. It seems like those are, that seems to work better. All right, that's a dash line, by the way. I feel like that's pretty noticeably dashed. Now you could check, just like I'm going to do here, I'm going to test the origin. Okay, so I'm going to test the origin. Yep. Test at 0, 0 right there. In the original, right? So that just means I'm replacing the x with 0. So 0 is less than 3. There's my question mark. Yeah, that's true. So since this one's true, then I would be shading on the left side of that line. Again, since I'd be doing this with a pen or a pencil, I just kind of make a little bit of a note there that I'm shading on the left side, okay? But now I need to shade that first inequality. Y is greater than 3/4 x plus 1. And this one's going to be nice because we have the slope, which is up 3, then to the right 4. And we also have the y-intercept at 0, 1. Okay, so let's get that y-intercept on there. 0, 1 right there. And then I'd go up 3 to the right 4. There it is. And up 3 to the right 4. I think I got that. And then I'd say, well, left 4, down 3. It's the same stair step backwards, right? Oh. That was a little way off. There we go. All right, this one also is dashed because it's not equal to the y. And so let's get some, I'll just make it a dotted line this time. I think I'll do that faster. There we go. And some arrows on the end to show it continues forever. All right, but I can test 0, 0 once again. So let's do that. And y, but we do want the inequality portion of this. Y is greater than 3/4 x plus 1. So yeah, let's replace the x value and the y value with zeros here. And we're just checking for truthfulness. Okay, so 3/4 times 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So 0 is greater than 1. Nope, that's false. I almost wrote true right there, but it's false. Okay, which means that I would have to shade the other side of that line. So since I'd say the test point's below, I'm gonna shade above. Again, I'm just showing that it's shading like this, okay? All these values above. And does it look kind of sloppy right now? Yeah, and so is there there's a certain amount of sloppiness with these, especially when you're doing them by pencil. Like if you wanted to erase your stair steps, that'd be fine. But again, I would never say that it'd be required. Now I need to do the actual shading though. And I can see that, yeah, we got some shading in here and some shading in there, but the real shading is where the two cross, right? And that's in this, I don't know, it's not really quadrant, but this area, there we go. So however you want to do that, just with some lines like this, maybe some cross hatching like that, you know, whatever. If you want to just do that, that's fine. Again, I'm not looking to be super picky on this. I just need to see that, I need to see the lines like we can see here, and then the shading, at least in this area. If I see these marks like these, like these two, that wouldn't bother me at all if I was grading an exam. Because that just shows that you're just waiting to do the actual shading, which is right here. Some students, they'll use, they'll actually start smearing it in there to make it look real pretty. Whatever, doesn't matter. When you do the homework on these, it'll give you the option to pick a dashed or a solid line first. So you'd say, I want a dashed line. Then you just choose any of the 2 points that are on the line, right? Like for x is less than 3. I probably would have chose 3, 0, and then maybe, 3, 5, 3, 10. Doesn't matter which one. It will create that dashed line. And then it'll say, you have to choose a point on either side of the line. It doesn't matter which one, but you choose a point on either side of the line that for the shading, right? So for this one, where the 0, 0 made it true, I'd probably click you don't have to click anywhere specific, just anywhere in this area for that line. And then then it will put that on the screen for you. And then you have to repick, okay, I want a dashed line with shading, right? So you'd say, I want a dashed line here. You pick any of the 2 points, any two. It'll create the dashed line, and then you got to choose a point for shading. You could even choose something in here at this point, just anywhere above that line, and it would shade the rest. But it would show a different color for this area that, well, it's kind of sloppy right now, but it would show a different color right there.